Alright, so I'm going to be trying to do that marble effect that I did with the purple and green, only with purple and the red. I already did a video going into the red and how I actually had a more difficult time working with the red one as opposed to the green and the purple. I don't know why. It doesn't want to quite mesh. I don't know if that's the right word, like meld, or I don't know, kind of like melt into the other polishes as well as the other two do. Maybe it's a user error, I don't know. I'm curious if anyone else has used these polishes and if they had a similar experience, but I don't feel like redoing it completely, and because normally what I would do to get the tie-dye effect is I would use both polishes at the same time over the white, but because of how difficult it was to work with the red, I'm not in the mood to like mess with it again. It's not fun for me. Like the red one, if you see these guys, I don't recommend the red one. But it may have been a me thing, too. A lot of things are me things. Let's see. And that's another thing, is I think the red one is a little bit less pigmented. And, like, I had to use a lot more of it. See, I don't think the purple is going to look good over this red one, either. It's going to look muddy like the red did over the green. Yeah, I kind of wish they used a, oh, what the heck is it called? Because there are two types of, like, red pigments in the art world. One is, like, a cool-toned one that makes a beautiful, vibrant pink color when you mix it with a white. I forget the name of it, though. I always forget the name of the pigments. And then there's another red that's like a bright, warm-toned red that when you mix it makes a salmon. Like you mix it with a white, it makes salmon. It doesn't make pink. And that's what this red is. It's that bright cadmium red. It's a bright cadmium red. I think cadmium red is the one that makes salmon when you mix it with white. And then, what the heck is the other one? I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's not crimson. Or is it crimson? I don't know. It's so weird because when you look at, like, when you study colors, like, and what you mix together to get certain colors, like, you think, you know, blue and yellow make green, red and yellow make orange. You know, you learn that rudimentary stuff in, when you're a kid, right? But that's not always the case. There are, I won't be able to tell you the names of the pigments off the top of my head. But I was a fine arts major, and when I was, taking, you know, painting classes, and we were learning about the different paints and how to mix them to achieve certain colors, there's actually a blue and a brown that if you mix them together create such a dark gray it's almost black. That typically shouldn't happen, right? Like when you learn about color theory and how the color wheel works and stuff like that, those two colors shouldn't mix to make that, but they do, because natural pigments don't behave in quite the same way as like light, or like, because like there's a way of like how like a prism creates the rainbow and how like light refracts and creates certain colors. Those things create different will create colors in a different way than natural pigments will, because it behaves differently. And it was actually, like, really cool to learn about. I loved fine art, but, like, what kind of a career can you have in that, right? I don't know. Maybe restoring paintings. I wanted to be an animator, but then computers kind of took over the world, and there went my dream of animation. Because I don't want to animate on a computer. I want to draw. Like, literally draw. With paper. Not on a computer. It's just not the same thing. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe my thoughts are kind of like all over the place in this video. And I might be wrong about certain colors. Because, like, I get stuff mixed up too. Like, I kind of know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I'm saying. Kind of a thing. And then I would have to, like, look it up and, like, get back to you about, like, the actual thing that I'm referring to. So you're like, yeah, that's actually what I was talking about. What I was talking about wasn't what I was talking about. Does that ever happen to you? Where, like, you know what you're talking about, but it's not coming out the way you want it to. And, like, you're so, like, you know what you're trying to refer to, but because you don't have the, like, the actual, like, information in your head, and you have to look it up to be able to get to it, to, like, fact check it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this does look fun. Okay, I was wrong. The purple and the red look okay together. They're not muddy. It just takes a couple of layers of purple to make it look cool. I take it back. And you know what? Sometimes that happens. Like, you'll try something and you think you won't like it, or you think it won't work, and then you keep using it and you're like, huh, I was wrong about it. But no, that kind of created a fun effect. Okay, I actually take back what I said earlier. This red and this purple look okay. I do wish that this was that other red, though, and not the warm toned one. I wish it was a cool toned one. I kind of wish, like, when they release reds, they do both. Kind of like when you go to the art supplies place and get paint, you can get both of those reds. Okay, that looks cooler. Oh, that's fun. Alright. I think I want to let this dry a bit, and I might add a little bit more off camera. Oops. Because I find it very... I'm still finding it difficult to try to do, like, these long format videos on camera. Yeah, it's still kind of a learning experience, but let me see if I can Google that red or not. I don't know. Who knows? No, I don't know where my other phone is right now to Google it, so maybe I'll include it in the description, what I'm actually talking about, because what I'm talking about on camera isn't making any sense, is it? No, you're gonna get a lot of that. That's just my personality. Alright, anyway, it was fun talking to myself like a crazy person. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these watercolor effect things, or if you've tried them. I'd be interested to know your take on them. And yeah, I know my videos are not professional, or they're not professionally edited, but you know what, that's just me, and that's just the way it's gonna be. And if that bothers you and it ruins your day, then great. that's all that matters. That's all that counts, you know? And if not, if you have fun with me and you want to chat about nail polish or something, then, you know, consider a follow. I think you're great. And I've met a lot of people just chatting like a normal person, doing normal things on here, not necessarily being a professional at it, you know? Because, you know, professionals are trying to sell you something. It's a career for them. I want to be real about this stuff because I'm broke. I don't want to be spending $15 for a bottle of nail polish, you know what I mean? Alright, okay, bye.